All right, today we're going to dive into the mind of one of philosophy's absolute heavyweights, a truly profound and influential figure, the great Danish thinker Søren Kierkegaard. So let me ask you something. Have you ever been really excited to read a major philosopher, but then you open the book and just find their writing so difficult? I mean, we've all been there, right? You know there's incredible wisdom packed inside, but it feels like you've hit a wall. It's like you're trying to crack a code, but you just don't have the key. You read a sentence like this, and you can just feel its power. It's beautiful, it's deep, but it's also a little mysterious, isn't it? You start wondering, what exactly does he mean by passion here? And how does that connect with faith? And that, right there, that's the core of the Kierkegaard experience. Just mind-blowing insight wrapped up in some seriously complex language. And that experience brings us straight to the central challenge that so many readers face when they pick up his work. Because, let's be clear, Kierkegaard's insights can be absolutely life-changing. There's no question about it. His ideas on existence and theology, they just resonate with people across the globe because they speak to the very heart of the human condition. But, and it's a big but, to get to those incredible insights, you have to get through his very unique, very intricate language. And that specific vocabulary can feel like a huge barrier, a wall that keeps you from really, truly grasping his ideas. And here's just a little taste of what we're talking about. Words like angst, the absurd, despair, dialectic, inwardness, the leap. I mean, these pop up again and again in his work, and every single one is loaded with a very specific meaning. Without a guide, it can feel, well, pretty overwhelming. But what if there was a key? What if you had a tool designed specifically to break down that wall of words and finally unlock his world for you? Well, here it is. This is the solution we're looking at today. It's the Kierkegaard Dictionary, and it's this incredibly comprehensive guide that's been meticulously designed to unpack all those key terms and phrases you'll run into. And the whole point of it is this. It acts as a bridge. It connects his dense, complex ideas with your understanding, making his profound thoughts way more accessible than they've ever been. It demystifies the language, so you can stop wrestling with the words and start engaging directly with the philosophy. Okay, so how does it actually do that? I think the best way to get it is to see it in action. Let's look at a couple of quick examples. Let's start with the classic Kierkegaard term, angst. Now, you might think you know what angst means, but in his philosophy, it's something very, very specific. It's not just regular anxiety. It's this deep, unfocused dread that's connected to the human condition itself. And then the dictionary immediately gives you this brilliant quote from Kierkegaard. Now, with that clear definition in mind, this line just clicks. The dizziness of freedom, that's angst. It's that terrifying, overwhelming feeling of having infinite choices. You see how the definition, it just makes the text light up? It's fantastic. Let's try another one, the absurd. Again, a word we use in everyday life, but for Kierkegaard, it is a central pillar of his entire way of thinking. The dictionary defines it as something unreasonable or contradictory, and it specifically points to the paradoxes of faith. And this quote just illustrates the point perfectly. When you read this right after the definition, it becomes crystal clear. The absurd isn't a flaw in his logic, it's the whole point. It's that moment where reason just ends, and for Kierkegaard, that's where faith has to begin. The dictionary helps you make that connection, just like that. So, what does this all mean for you, the reader? It means your entire journey with this incredible philosopher is really about to change. This is what your new reading experience is going to look like. Instead of getting stuck and frustrated, your process becomes this simple 4-step flow. You're reading along, you encounter a term like inwardness or the leap. You just quickly consult your guide, the dictionary. You get immediate clarity on what it means. And with that clarity, you deepen your entire understanding of the passage, the chapter, and the whole book. The end result is just a total transformation. What might have once felt like a frustrating struggle now becomes what it was always meant to be. A truly enlightening and rewarding exploration into the mind of one of history's greatest thinkers. So, if this sounds like the key you've been looking for to finally unlock Kierkegaard's work, well, you can start your journey today. We've put the purchase link for the Kierkegaard Dictionary right in the description for you. So the final question is really this. With that barrier of language finally removed, what profound truths about existence, about faith, and about yourself are just waiting there in his books for you to finally unlock?